Hello everyone, this is Taka from Bigheadtaco.com, and I'm here inside my mother-in-law's BMW in East Vancouver, and I thought I would do a quick video test of the new Ricoh GR2. There isn't a whole lot of difference that I find between this GR2 and the older GR. There's some differences, and I'm going to just do a quick test of those differences now. But I find that right now the camera's in manual focus, which is the best I find, or else the camera's always hunting for whatever has the most contrast. That's what it focuses on. So if you put it in manual mode, and if a camera girl who is behind the camera today, if she will just press the auto focus button in the back, the camera will just autofocus. You might even hear that zip zip kind of a sound, but it will autofocus for you as you press that. And as well, if camera girl can toggle the exposure compensation button up and down and let it go over and then let it go under a little bit, so you can do a little bit of exposure adjustment as well on it. But they're the GR, the Ricohs are not famous for its video capability, but due to my lack of space in my camera bag, as well as the amount of money I was willing to spend on a dedicated video camera system, I just stuck with the GR. And I know there's many weaknesses to it, but if you are if you do what you can, I think that many cameras you can get away with using for video. We're gonna pause the video here, and one of the things you can do with pausing the video is, I forgot what button you have to press, but you can pause the video, and then we will then continue to go outside, and then we will do a few other tests. So let's just see here. I'm gonna grab the camera from camera girl here, and I'm gonna just turn it around. I think you have to press the middle menu OK button, and I'm gonna press it now, and okay, so we're gonna go outside now. Keep that going.
Okay, grab the keys. It's very windy though. And do I have to autofocus this thing here?
You can, because you should, because my distance will, you don't know the distance will be the same. How would it look like in shades though?
That's fine.
You want me to wear shades?
Yeah, that's fine.
If this back mural looks familiar, I did the Leica Q video test here, and I actually had, I think, the Ricoh GR in my hand. So if camera girl can just do a kind of a pan. This is just behind Commercial Drive and Venables, I think, and Britannia High School, and the community center is just right in behind us. And one of the things we're testing in the alley here is the ability for the microphones to pick up my voice, but as well as kind of the ambient noise. There's a bit of wind, so we're going to probably pick up some of that wind sound, and these type of cameras are not that great for that. You're better off using a wireless or just not even wireless, but a microphone, a clip-on microphone, and have a separate recorder. Or if your camera has the ability to handle a microphone input, you're better off to do that. We'll just see how this vehicle noise will be picked up. I don't think it'd be a very nice noise, but anyways, we're just in the alley, and I should have brought my Ricoh GR with me so I can hold something in my hand. But instead of having the Ricoh GR, I have the Minolta CLE with a 28mm Summicron with me. What am I gonna do while holding it? Nothing. It's just I want something in my hand as I'm reviewing the Ricoh GR2's video ability. Now it has this one feature. Now I'm gonna get camera girl to pause the video in a second, but it had this feature where the two options is original and normal, and I think the feature was called ambient something, but I'm thinking original and normal sounds the same. So whatever we're in now, we're gonna do the opposite and see if you can visually see difference, right? So camera girl, if you can pause that, and we'll continue on in a second. Okay, so the feature we're looking at is called ambient brightness, which is not on the original GR, but on the GR2, and it's on original. So now we're gonna stop the video and then go to normal and see if it changes the ambient background. So let's just see what happens, right? So we're gonna stop the video, and then we're gonna try the other normal feature. So let's stop it. All right, so now the ambient brightness is on normal, different than the original. So can you see the difference? Maybe you need more ambient. Maybe ambient means ambient light, or is it the background. I don't know. But anyways, we just switched it to see if there's a difference. Other than that, it's pretty much the same as the original GR. It does HD video, but at 24, 25, and 30 frames per second. There's no 60. And then it has a 720 and any lower resolution, but there's no need to have such low resolution. And then you can control the white balance. You can't control the aperture or the shutter speed, and you can't control the ISO or the ISO speed, but you can add effects, and you can add the standard look. So they have the standard, and then you got settings 1 and 2, and you can adjust like the contrast and the sharpness and the color. So we're gonna fiddle with a few of those right now, so let's just see how that turns out. So again, we'll stop the video and we're gonna make some adjustments, right? So effect number 1, well, there's many effects, we won't go through all of them, but black and white monochrome. So if we can just kind of pan through, you can see what monochrome does. This is a colorful graffiti wall, but maybe not the best, but it does kind of have a gritty, maybe what camera girl can do is kind of pan and follow me, and then, you know, maybe documentary style, you can make it look kind of cool and gritty and documentary like, right? So we're gonna stop the video, and then now we're gonna pick another effect. All right, so now we're in bleach bypass. For images, it doesn't look too bad. For video, I don't know, let's again walk around, allow the rear ambient background lighting to come into play here, but this is bleach bypass, and then if we can stop it, then we'll try another effect. Retro. This is supposed to give a retro feel. I don't know, I guess depending on how old you are, what retro means. If you're a 90s kid, retro means like 10 years ago. But for me, I'm a 70s kid, 80s kid, so retro means 1970s. So we'll see if this actually gives a 1970s kind of feel. I'm assuming that's what retro means for these guys, because most of these designers are probably my age or maybe a little bit younger, right? So retro. Again, let's change to another effect. All right, so now we're on positive effect, and with the effects you can control the sharpness, contrast, and saturation, and with the F2 button you can even adjust the white balance of each effect. So there is sort of effect control. Better off is to have the ability to shoot that I don't know what it's called, that video where you can do all the color grading and contrast after post, but this is kind of goofy fun. So with positive, maybe I can start walking a bit, and camera girl, you can refocus the focus on me, and then sort of see how it affects the color of the what do you call it? This graffiti art here, this mural art wall. But this is yeah, these are the kind of the goofy fun effect. There's a doggy daycare behind this, so you hear all these dogs. It's not like there's dog fighting in this alley, but as we walk back here, and there's another car coming. Let's try to finish off here in front of this. I don't know, it looks kind of like a Hot Wheels kind of a car here, but anyways, maybe we'll turn off the effect and go back to regular effect. So we'll pause it again, go back to normal, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're back to no effects, normal, white balance is on auto, and man, this is a really busy alley. People must use this as a cut through to avoid Venables and commercial. But anyways, this is my quick video test. All this extra noise is probably going to irritate all the people that want superb audio. I apologize, I'm not with my producer, I don't have a lav mic. We're using the onboard microphones on the Ricoh GR, which I feel is better than most because the stereo microphones do face forward. Now there may be a way of sort of covering those little holes and adding those, what do you call them? They're like wind eliminators or wind. I'm just gonna kind of cover it now. Does that make a difference? Can you still, like, there's a lot of wind coming now, but maybe I'll funnel the sound here towards me. But anyways, that's my quick video test on the Ricoh GR2. You tell me what you think of the video. I think it'll just be okay. So maybe you shouldn't tell me, but people want to know how the video quality is like. I think it's pretty much the same as the Ricoh GR, which is kind of average / mediocre in terms of control. So Ricoh Imaging Canada, if you can tweak the Ricoh GR's video, I think it'll make a lot of us happy because it's such a compact little camera, and if you can have more powerful video control ability, then we will be very happy. So thank you so much for watching, and I think camera girl accidentally pressed stop before the video finished. So anyways, Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Happy shooting. Click. Click. Okay, re-autofocus.
I did.
White balance, everything's fine?
Yeah, I can turn down the exposure now, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Of course.
yeah, that was good. Okay, smile. Don't look so tense. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
And